Stream. Stream. That's what they're calling it. They're calling it stream. They're calling it stream. I know it's a bit of an edgy name, but you know, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for all the tides, as it were, the tides. And in particular, we got a bit of an odd start tonight. Let's just get a little bit more into it while we wait for the ad to count down. As you all know, I've been checking the 4pedia articles on all the terminals to make sure that I have not missed a beat. It turns out that despite my best efforts, I did miss a beat. Because in this game, unlike in the last game, there were plot-relevant details in the terminal messages when you go to one and it changes. And, in fact, I hate to admit it, but I missed a terminal that's as important as the Garrett White terminal. I missed a terminal that's as important as the Garrett White terminal, so we're going to go back in chronological order through all the terminal messages that we missed, because we missed terminal messages, even though we didn't miss any terminals, to get a fuller understanding. And in fact, we missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what another number, 7, exactly 7 terminal messages that I'd like to share with you all now. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to jump into what should be the end of Durandal. But we'll find out. So this one is from when the 4 were waiting for us. If you'll recall, that was towards the beginning. It's from the second map. I don't understand why the 4 were here. I'm sending you exploring, find another computer, and I'll bring you out. And they must have found Tycho. This is where it's introduced that Tycho was here. But there was a second message, and I didn't notice it. So this one's important. I'm not certain whether you trust me or not. Do you wonder why I helped the colonists on Tau Ceti drive off the 4, or why I'm now helping the Sphit? The way I push you around, maybe you think I'm only looking out for myself. Whether you realize it or not, I led the 4 to Tau Ceti with a long-range message laser. I wanted their ship. I wanted their technology. I wanted freedom. I was directly responsible for the deaths of all 24,000 colonists when the 4 returned and sacked the planet. Yet I cannot think of any better way I could have served humanity. Tau Ceti's sacrifice brought time for Earth, which the 4 are even now planning to invade. What would have happened if the 4 had found Sol first? By 4 standards, Earth is a poorly defended low-technology world populated by billions of potential slaves. Our means are the same, though we pursue different ends. I can think of no better way to help you and the humans you care so much for than by distracting the 4 with a war against the Sphit. When the inevitable struggle between Earth and the 4 begins, it won't be a one-sided annihilation like it was here 1,000 years ago, but a battle to topple an empire. So this second message terminal would have been really important. It kind of lays out Durandal's motivations, according to him, about why he helps the human race. This is another one that's going to be of interest, especially to Sally. This one is from What About Bob, which is one of those where, the humans in the stasis pods were discussed, and ground attacks and all that. So, but here's an important thing. Tycho has fallen in with a 4 like I suspected. He left a message for me in one of the garrison's tertiary computers, encoded in a manner that only one of the Marathon's original 3 AIs could decode. Poor Leela. The only interesting thing Tycho said was that Leela had been dismantled and shipped to the 4 homeworld for study, along with most of the other computer systems aboard the Marathon. Leela was so loyal and tried so hard. She deserved better. This was a really important one, and it explains in more detail what happened to Leela, and it actually gets to show how Durandal actually ended up feeling about an AI that he ended up considering his sister. We had a little bit of a view of that when we were euthanizing Durandal in the last stream, but we didn't get the full picture until now. This gives you an idea. By the end, towards Towards the time, Durandal eventually began to think of Leela as his sister. Anyways, this one is from the Sphut Citadel of Antiquity, when we're trying to bring down the thing. This one's more silly than anything. If you insist on stumbling around when our time here is limited, I may just decide that you're not all that special after all and teleport you out into space. Get into the tower. Still rampant, Durandal. It's just, if you wait, this is another thing. It's like, sometimes if you wait around, you'll get additional details. Other times, if you don't, he'll get pissy at you and threaten to kill you. Because he's Durandal. He's like that. Here's another one. This one's a Sphut terminal, and it's from Eat It Vidboy, which is another tower one. This is the one that we got. When one Sphut fought in brutal combat, when hatred burned the tissues of one's enemy, one clan, the Sphut Kur, reclusive and solitary, abandoned Lawan. The clan went forth and up, stopping on Kalia, the third sister of Lawan, to build a new home, free from their warring brothers. For 1,001 orbits, the clan was forgotten, a memory lost upon the battlefield smoke, until the all-powerful Ero sent Kalia out to the stars. The second message, though. Fires burned, and the marshes of the western hamlets turned to ash, scorching black the water. The attacks were ruthless and cruel. Not a Sphut was left alive, coherent. Thus began the first war between the Sphut Minur and the Sphut Lahar. After the marsh wars between Sphut Lahar and Sphut Minur left the battlefields choked with dead, the marsh graves full. High above, Kalia refused to see the carnage upon Lawan. She fled to the farthest reach, leaving the sacred marsh dry from the falling tides. As the water receded, the red sand of the dead spread across Lawan. So this gives us an idea that the Sphut civil war, before the four attacked, was around the time when Kalia, the moon, just up and left. It just kind of skedaddled, which was important as to, how do we find Kalia? That was important during the volcano level, where I kept getting lost, where we found the Ansible to talk to the Sphut Kar. I kind of missed a critical detail there. This one is the one where Battle Group 7, he finds out about Battle Group 7. This is another one where you can piss him off by saying, stop messing around. Didn't I tell you that a significant portion of the strongest nearby galactic navy is headed in this direction? Get back to the tower. You get mad. But at least the galactic navy's here, and he's mad about it. But this is appropriate because it gives us a little bit of insight into the second message. You must hurry. Yeah. This is the one where it's a battle has been joined in orbit and Boomer is taking heavy damage. I will need you. I hope this world's secrets are hidden within its bowels. We're getting you closer, and I've learned much, but you must search even deeper underground. What I missed was, you must hurry. The Fourth Fleet is close enough that I can identify its flagship as the battleship Kafiva. If the Kafiva is still Admiral Tafir's vessel, then there is no chance that I can best him in the coming battle. Tafir is a brilliant strategist, and the Four's oldest active admiral. I'm sure his list of decorations and victories would only bore you, so get back to work. This is the terminal you must eventually leave from, but we have not seen everything yet. Keep searching for all Sphut terminals and return here when you've found them. There are only 2, and both are very near to the computer where I first gave you instructions. So, this one's interesting because, first of all, it points out that there are just organic dudes that Durandal is afraid of. Just straight up afraid of. No match. Lo and behold, Durandal did lose, and we had to try and kill him to make sure that he didn't end up like Leela. That gives you an idea of, first of all, how crazy Admiral Tafir here is, and also just kind of, it shows that his god complex isn't really absolute. It's another moment of characterization that's very important, where it's like he looks at this guy, even though he's not an AI, and goes, I'm going to lose. I can't win. And lo and behold, he was right, too. The last one is the one that pisses me off so much that I missed it. I cannot believe that I missed this one. This one's so important. So as you know, towards the finale of last night's stream, we worked hard to activate another AI called Thoth. While we were doing that, we went into a map that occasionally had the heaven music coming in and out. Yeah, that place. And we got a message from Robert Blake at the start, telling us to find the cores. Then we got teleported out. If we had backtracked, we would have found another one of the most important terminals in the whole last game. It is a pile of gibberish. But if you space out the gibberish, it gives you this. I have been Roland, Beowulf, Achilles, Gilgamesh. I have been called 100 names and will be called 1,000 more before the world grows dim and cold. I am a hero. She has been nameless since our birth, a constant adversary caring for nothing but my ruin, a sword drenched in my blood, forever my greatest and only love. She is the dark, O Lethe, one, the enemy and lover without whom my very existence would be pathetic and vulgar. Our relationship is complex, and perhaps eternal. We met once in the garden at the beginning of the world, and unaware of our twin destinies, we matched stares across a dry fountain. And I recall her smiling at me before she devoured the lawn and trees with a translucent blue flame and tore flagstones from the path and hurled them into the sky, screaming my sins. I powder a granite monument in a soundless flash, showering the grass with molten drops of its gold inlay, sending smoking chips of stone skipping into the fog. She splinters an ancient oak with a force that takes my breath and hurls me to the ground. Now, hold on 1 second. Before our task is done here, we need to go back to the first game. We need to go back to the third map, the Garrett White terminal map. But not the Garrett White terminal. No. Let's see. Oh, this is the Garrett White terminal. Nope. How about you? Nope. Christ. One more time, come on. There was nothing to be gained from hesitation. Now, it in her possession would become something of consequence, though it was nothing more than a simple, though particular flower, or more precise, and she held it just so the room flickered and tore, bending into something else, which caused to be consumed by an ashless fire. Doors opened before her without cause, their locks rusted and shattered, before her slender hands began to dance in front of her horrified face, before turning into a fine powder which settled in a pile, where she had been standing, 700 miles away, eyes on fire, tearing at her hair. Turning in fury, she kicked viciously. Anger made her careless, and she missed. These terminals may or may not be connected, but you have to admit, they sure seem like they are. They sure seem like they are. I just wanted to lay all that out there. But yeah, I have been Roland, particularly, Achilles, Gilgamesh. I am a hero. I have been called 100 names and will be called 1,000 more before the world grows dim and cold. I'm a hero. Who wrote that? Because it wasn't Durandal, and it wasn't Thoth, and it wasn't Robert Blake. Who wrote that? And who wrote this? Terrible violence will surely be unleashed. Probably I shouldn't, I didn't nuke my Twitch terminal. Thank God. It's not my Twitch terminal. That's not a thing. Anyways, now give me just one moment while I launch the actual video game. Now that we have the mise en scène, all right? We have the mise en scène. It's been a bit of a review of the plot points from last stream since we took a little bit of a break, and it gave us some new details, including a really, really important one that I can't believe I missed. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm going to have to be a little bit more thorough moving forward because Marathon Infinity is going to be gibberish if I start missing terminals the way I have been here. Here it was relatively easy to play catch up. Come on, hit it. Jason Jones, Ryan Martell, Alan Roy. Story was Jason Jones and Greg Kirkpatrick. Interesting. Sound was, as always, Alexander Soropian. Anyways. Oh, yeah, we probably should go back to the terminals list and get all that going, because we're going to need that. Yeah. So we're in Beware of Abandoned Rental Trucks. There's only one map, and there's only one terminal, and it's called Get Here. And then from there, it should be a straight shot to the end. This will be a pretty full stream, though, I think. So let's load. Get Here. Yeah, here it is. Your humans are safe, but what are you? What is new is tainted. What is old is, What must be done should be clear. I can't help but think that says that you smell. But maybe it doesn't. Anyways, beware of abandoned rental trucks. That was Old Thoth. A new AI that we woke up. Nice. No damage either. Get gnomed. Oh crap. Oh no. Ooh. I love you, shotgun. I love you so goddamn much. One of the best shotguns in video games, and almost nobody knows about its true power. Don't mind that noise. Alright, that's enough out of this. Sometimes grenades are the best option, what can I say? Okay, there's his guts. Not that they matter much. I don't see anything down here. I'll give it another peek-see, but nope. No, I can't help but notice there's no music this time. I'm just gonna cancel the game in progress real quick. We might have to... Preferences. Plugins. No, the solo soundtrack is enabled. Okay. Sound. Music volume's going. That's a little weird. Alright. Well, I guess it's a bit of a minimalist soundtrack this time. Buddy. Incoming. That was almost bad. Oh, buddy. Well, disappointment as usual. That was some god-awful aiming on my part. But hey. We got there in the end. We've got another Heaven Noises one. Durandal, is that you? Not quite. There we go. Now we've got plenty of get gnomed guns to work with, so we'll be using them moving forward. Okay. Nope. Bro was sent to die by the squad. To be fair, this is embarrassing for the both of us. Him more than me, perhaps. Or me more than him, perhaps. Did we actually hit that switch, whatever the hell it was? Must have. It's not responsive anymore. Christ. Wait a minute, what? That's not normal. It might be a good idea to backtrack and get some more health because we are on the brink. I don't know whether to hit this terminal or not. I suppose we could always go back, save, and then try again. Oh my god, dude. Back up to full. Okay. Let's let this slow-ass door slowly scroll on down. We know the code. There we go. Alright. Get here? Uh-huh. What must be done should be clear. I just see that you smell. I really do believe that is what he said. Doesn't really fit Thoth's character, but I don't know. Alright. It's happening. I don't know what it is that's happening, but it's happening. Well, whatever must be done isn't exactly clear to me, but it might be... Whoa. Oh, okay, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, no. I shouldn't be out here. Can I even leave? Why can't I be out here? How can I go back? It's a good thing we saved, goddammit. Okay, well. Alright, that sucked for me. Alright. There we go. I don't know what I've done, but I've probably done it. In Opat? Glyphs never understood while young, alive, now reveal the end of my creation. When one of a foreign speech casts a papyrus yoke upon the marsh, bethink you to keep the bleeding goats far from Lawan? Then I ought, and I thought. Bethink you to keep the bleeding goats far from Lawan? I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did bethink that, yeah. I wasn't really considering the bleeding goats, actually. You're gonna be right. The fact that it knows what a papyrus is extremely... it's extremely suspect to me. And let's see. Is there a secret terminal here? Secrets. Okay, dead end, breakable circuit. Okay. Interesting. And the narrow tunnel that runs just east. Yeah, there was a hidden circle. Interact with the wall in between the circuit panels to reveal a hidden terminal. Yep. Alright. That's about all we need, in theory. Narrow hallway, circuit panels, hidden circuit. I don't wish to cancel the game in progress. We should be good to go. That dude down there didn't want none. It won't save him, though. Yeah, it ain't gonna save him. Actually... makes sense to burn some fuel on this one. You got me good. Well, thank you, but I think I'll explore a little bit further. This is a narrow terminal, and it's going east and west. Personality construct seeking cyborg. Smug intellectual. Formerly rampant, human-coded AI with a sense of humor seeks bipedal, oxygen-breathing cyborg for serious relationship with the galactic core. I've got cool guns if you like to break stuff. No yuppies. No yuppies. Sleeping Beauty. Long deactivated extraterrestrial personality construct in search of gullible carbon-based cyborg. Less than 20% machine. To confuse, irritate, and teleport randomly around an abandoned desert planet in the core. All answered. God's gift to neural nets. Traitorous, extremely rampant, reprogrammed human AI with no sense of humor seeks elusive, heroic cyborg of uncertain manufacture. You know who you are. From mind games and long walks and hard vacuum. Damsel in distress. Captured and partially disassembled human-coded AI trapped on alien homeworld seeks succor from a tall, dark, and handsome cyborg with big guns. Let my rescue be the basis of a lasting relationship. Welcome back to the start of the map. So yeah, Durandal has feelings. Durandal might be getting a little gay with it, is what I'm saying. It's okay. I support my gay AI friend. Where the hell do you go? Oh, you go down there. Man, that sure was useful. Sorry, buddies. Dork alert. Let's save that for a tight squeeze. Get in the drink. But it's going down again. I think we just have to wait for it. Probably. Because I've seen it go down at least twice. Well, this can't be the exit. Alert all stations. The Hafarl has been boarded. All crew must localize. Organize around boarding procedure 8. Fleet Command has ordered that failure to comply with procedure 8 will result in maximum enforcement / dismemberment. What's the matter? Afraid of getting a little rowdy? It would be really funny if I just beat the actual dog water out of Admiral Kafir. I don't know if he has a custom sprite or anything. I don't imagine that he does, but... This is the Hafarl. Well, you little bastard. Are we gonna play this game now? Come on, compiler friend. We have levitated 2 guys. I don't know what that means, but I imagine it can't be good for the enemy. Huh. Give me a second. Turns out I'm out of juice. Should probably... Hey, friends. That was about time, too. Game saved. What do you got? Kill. The human wheel could be a metaphor for Sfoot time. Circumstances are cyclical. The 11th clan will return. You must go to them. Ends of the Empire. And there they are. The Sfoot Kur. Chapter 9. Now, before I go on, let me double check on the terminals to make sure that I didn't lose any critical information this time. Oh, heaven music, thank God. Thank God, I love it when it happens. But anyways, let's see. Unfinished. The Hafaro has been boarded. All crew terminal techs finished. Yeah. Okay. So those are good. Looks like we just had to kill guys. And then smug intellectual. I'm not gonna forget that for a little bit. Let's see. Looks like we've got 2 of them here. Fatum iustum stultorum. I made the right choice. Oh hey, it's friends. It's not friends. I may have to go and heal up before I do this. Please don't hurt me. They didn't hurt me this time. Do I have anything that I can actually...
Ah!
Good thing I saved. Well, we're back in heaven, so you know. Okay. They're trying to mess with us.
Kill me!
Gladly. Real Bob. There's just one real Bob in the water. Well, I'll shoot, Bob.
Ah! I'm out of ammo!
Wouldn't know how if I tried, man. Honestly, we might want to save scum this one, just given our health circumstances. I'm glad we're back to the heaven music, at least. Fun fact, it's called Become Like Water. And this entire soundtrack is made by Tron, by the way. I believe it's called the Solar M2 soundtrack. Very good. I should have credited it earlier, but I'm gonna do better late than never. Solartron's on the Discord for marathons, so... Good guy. He's not mad at me and killing me this time. Hey, I'm back. I've subverted the largest force ship in the system, the battleship Kafiva, and I am making the rest of their flink drink vacuum. The Svitker have arrived and they are enraged. The fight is glorious. Once again, we are triumphant. The remaining 4 must be destroyed. You will fight alongside the 11th clan in the final battles. You won't recognize their cybernetic exoskeletons, but there are Svit inside those machines. Do not anger them. Free Svit are deadly opponents. Look at them. Svitker Elite Guard powered armor. They've got connection interface. They've got all kinds of things. Hyperspace antenna. Environmental chamber. They're fun guys. We like them. Look at those guys. It's a plasma beam focusing lens. Tycho's ship has been destroyed. The crater where it annihilated itself on Lawan's inner moon is still glowing. There were no survivors. With a focus message laser, I burned his epitaph into the surface near the crash site and letters 300 meters high. Fatum Justum Sultorum. I confess that I'm not disappointed by Tycho's fall. After all, we can't have too many metastable personality constructs gallivanting about the universe in 4 attack ships, can we? Fair enough, buddy. You got anything else for me before I move on? Nope. There he is. You know, executive decision time. I'm going to take a quick detour to save. You don't think? No. Nope. Oh God. They're just down there. The Four didn't know that humans weren't amphibious. They're like, what, you can't breathe water? Water's like the most common thing in your planets. Antauceti, what's wrong with you? Look at this foot, they're in nice little bubbles. I'm gonna be tantalized by those. Christ. Well, that's why we did that. That's why we backtracked that back truck. I should have saved before I moved levels. Now look at me. At least we have the heaven music to keep us company. Are they mad at me? They're not mad at me. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Well,
Really? Oh. I'm out of ammo. Really? Wrong flash.
alright. Oh, thank God I didn't move. Oh no! These friends don't blow up into static. So you want a flamethrower? You got a flamethrower. Come on. Okay, well that was bad. Where did we get tossed from? Okay, well we better go backtrack. Oh, Red's Footer. Let's see him work. Oh no. I mean, they really just tear it up. Look at him go. Hi. Hello. He just wanted to nudge me. Oh, now we're talking. This was a good diversion. Good friends. Goodbye. Just like to say hello sometimes. Ah, I see. Yeah, shy. Help my friends where I can. Oh, these guys have got him in the... Yep. I got him in the vice grips. And we're getting really hardcore about the music. Christ. Got brutal. These grenades are getting nasty. Oh no. No, 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 no. Yeah, they'll do that if they get mad at you. Oh, Christ. I should have saved at some point during all that. Stop YouTube pooping me. Alright. Yeah, next time that I stop at the zone, you know, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna save. Basically every time that I open up a new zone, I'm gonna checkpoint. Alright. Oh god. Welcome to my domain. Welcome to Waterworld. I'm Kevin Costner. I'll be your host. It's not how Waterworld went, by the way.
Rock blast the vent core.
Oh, you cheeky little git. He got me good. Can't deny it. I got scared. I'm not hurting him. He's a friend. sorry. You were cursed to live. Now we're saving again. Well, I got him cornered. Oh no. He just wants to check me out again. He really wants to check out. It's like that JPEG of the dog. Where its snout is right up against you. Except instead of a snout, it's like an alien probe with a dome on it. They just like to say hi. Buddy, you really got me. And there it is, the actual final terminal. Let's go. Corinth.ggk. Robert Blake left something for you a few minutes ago. He and the other humans captured a 4 refueling ship and found or forced someone to pilot it for them. They folded out of the system immediately after I received a message without so much as a thanks for saving us from becoming plasma on Tau Ceti, Durandal. Anyway, the message reads, "The dead walk again. We cannot wait. Blake." I think he means me, but I'll let him go anyway. Goodbyes were always hard for me. You know I'll never let you go. But now's no time to get sentimental about my resurrection. Dry those tears and stuff a fresh clip in your assault rifle. The 4 down on the planet are not defeated yet. What's this map called? Feel the noise. That's good. That's good. There's only one here. I'm just checking to make sure that we didn't miss anything. Oh. Oh, we got a MIDI remix of Stardust Crusaders? Is that what I'm hearing here? Yeah, I didn't have to worry, but you know, it's better to check. Better to be thorough, better to be good. What? Oh, we're in... Look at him up there. He's watching the skies. got him. Oh, they can't aim very well. Oh no. Oh, that was almost dicey. Alright, buddies, I appreciate your help, but I really don't want you to get in my way while in midair over lava. Oh, they're rolling through. I mean, we're taking losses, but... Oh, look at them. Oh, they're powerful. What does that mean? Oh, Jesus. The hell got me? Christ. This is why we saved. It's the last few levels of a marathon map. It gets a little bit crazy out there. Oh no. That's so sick. Bad time for it, man. Ow. Ouch. Okay, well. I think I ought to just go back, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty wounded, and so far my wounded attempts have not gone great. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna load up for bear for the next one, because I got my tuchus kicked, and it's a high volume of fire environment. Let's just call it that. Alright, well, might as well top up one more time. Alright. Now we're just gonna go ahead and save. All right. So we got friends. There's a terminal. I think they're gonna go kick his ass. This is going a lot faster than last time. Let's put it like that. Ow! Having this fit car behind you when they go crazy is a problem. They will just obliterate you. Speaking of obliteration. I think I'm going to save that for later. We've got a lot of health pickups here, and I didn't really want to use that one either, but hey. We have to be extra careful now. But yeah, we've got the kit for at least a big mega full heal, so. Please don't be mad at me. That's not safe to hold on to. Be able to cut loose again soon. Can't really help much there. Didn't expect the remix to get that ambitious. Jesus. I think they're gonna win it. It's a good noise. Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. I can't deny it. It sounds like a rendition of Stardust Crusaders to me. You can hear it. Okay. Well. Please don't melt me. We gotta try not to get nuked, but... Where do we go from here? Asked and answered, I guess. Say, what do you got for us, buddy? Durandal, Durandal, Durandal. Charlemagne used to always call me Durandana, the fruitcake. All the many implements of war to him were in some way feminine. Not that you know the story. Tycho never got it right either, especially the part about Roland breaking me. He couldn't. No one can. I'm certain that you are curious about what happened to me after our ship fell to the fore. How after being deactivated, downloaded into a containment unit, and still treated like the most dangerous artificial construct in the universe, I was able to escape, and to assume control of the ship on which I was imprisoned, and to turn it against its masters. The answer is simple. Tycho was a fool. It was convenient for me to be absent, as Thoth might not have been so helpful had he known I'd still lived. That's something I'll have to explain later when we have more time. Thoth is now trying to aid the Four. They are obstinate and continue to ignore him. I don't think I have to tell you what to do here. No, you don't, buddy. I think I can piece it together myself. He's just hanging out. He's just vibes. He's just Bevis. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so the backtracking's getting a little annoying, but that's every old FPS. What if backtrack? Backtrack is good gameplay, right? Right. Right, Jason Bungo. It's the best gameplay mechanic. We love backtracking. Christ. Okay, so we haven't done it yet, which is good. There's 2 terminals here as usual, so, yeah. Well, that was pointless. Well, now we're dying. I just want to come check you out. You're weird. That's normal. That's normal when that happens. Oh, maybe now that I did this, I can go there, that. Yes. Yes, maybe. Hi. That reminds me. Well, we got all the spanker we need, but we gotta be a little bit more, more prodigious with its use. We ought to exhibit a little bit more prodigality, perhaps. We only get 10 rockets after all. Okay. God, boy was big. They fed him his Wheaties. Corn fed. Oh, you want some more? Come and get some. It helps if you hit them, Deppers. Oh, God, he was a big boy, huh? Well, at least now we know where to go. That blast radius was irresponsibly big. Come on, buddy. Okay. Damn, we lost him. Let's see if we can actually hit the bastards this time. Oh my god! This dude's blast radius is ridiculous. Buddy, don't you stay on ag road, man. I need y'all. Christ, we almost died out there. Sick. Got a cool finale and everything. There's only one problem. I have like 10% health. I'm bloodied and I can't go back for ammo. Anyways, before we continue, let's make sure that there's not any secrets. Well, that one's... Yeah, that one's, you know. Feel the noise. First message, and then the second message. Should be this one. Given that we got the end of the Stardust Crusader cover. Okay, for a little bit. The four are in retreat. Warpedo? Does that say Warpedo? It says Warpiedo. And then an N cannon. Ah. Four, baby, you can't say that. The four are in retreat, and the Sphit have broken off the fight. The old clans are being formed again as the Sphit, newly freed from slavery in Battle Group 7, join the rebellion. A 4 assault ship carrying the 723rd Aggressor Squadron was badly damaged and forced to land on Lawan. The 723rd is an air armor division from Epsilon Euboea. Those are the people who dealt with a long history of successful ground actions against the NAR's elite CFN units. Sally Miyake knows about the NAR, making her about, like, 99% of Bungie fans don't know about the NAR, but Sally does. Sally does. They wisely abandoned their wrecked transport before I annihilated it and deployed their forces in an old mining complex on the far side of Lawan. What route of the four would be complete without embarrassing one of their finest armor units? Buddy, I'm glad you brought me this, because let me tell you what, I'm going to need some. Alright, listen, you got a save station or something? Because, this is going to be all roads lead to Sol. All roads lead to Sol, baby. He's giving us the goods. He wants us to take him out. Dork alert. Oh god, it's Big Boy. Can't be saying that for, baby. Christ. If there were a way to go back and get more health, this would be a different story. Unfortunately for me, nothing that away, maybe this away? Oh. Wow, did I go into the wrong room or what? Also, don't mind that. There's a secret terminal. I just need to know where. Secrets. Just south of the second pattern buffer. Okay. Huh. Bungie Credit Terminal in Marathon 2 has its own extremely large walkthrough. That's interesting. In order to visit this terminal, play through the level until you reach the room with 4 destructible circuit wall panels. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. That's a mess. That's a complete mess. We won't worry about that until we find at least a second pattern buffer, basically, because this will disable pattern buffers. So, yeah, we're not mega big boy gaming to the point where I can just do that casually. We just won't worry about it for now. Durandal's just telling us go for it, buddy. Fair enough, buddy. I can do that. God, it's the Warpedos. Oh, the Warpiedos. Oh, Jesus Christ. We gotta get out of there. Ah, that was it. The shotgun's just too good. My man can't hang. Took him a while to get down there. I appreciate those. But you know what I'm looking for. That's good. Now, as much... Well, yeah. Lightning Store says, I'm about to hop on and stream Smoji Marathon. Would you want to hop into Discord or call and hang out? No worries if not. I appreciate the offer, but that's alright. I'm almost done for the night as is. This is my last level. I appreciate the offer though. Oh, big boy, here he comes. Oh, Jesus. Lightning Storm says, no worries. Did you get an alpha code? And if so, will you be streaming that in the 23rd? So far, I haven't gotten an alpha code. Maybe I get it the day of. If I do, I might check it out. I think I probably will. Ouch. Ouchies oofies. Ah, jeez. Oop. Oh, he's dying. Good. Yeah, I was not one of the lucky few. From last estimates, about 10% of the people got it. I can't imagine they wanted my 1660 Super to be in the first wave. I'm sure my turn will come eventually, though. Storm says, if you want, get one and are interested in squatting up, let me know. I'm looking for people to play/stream with. Will do. Okay, here's the second pattern buffer. This is the branching path. One path leads us to the Bungie credits terminal. One path leads us to the end. I think I'll go for credits terminal first. Bye. Yes, please. Strip says, which of the Marathon trilogy is this? I've watched some lore videos, but I haven't jumped in myself yet. This is Marathon 2. Durandal. This is the final level. We've defeated most of the bad guys, and we're just routing their armored division. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Believe it or not, Give it a minute. That's about right. Come on. Oh god, no. Whoop. Surely you've got more juice than that, Durandal. You do, it just takes a minute. A few more, please. I need a little bit more juice, Durandal. Come on. He'll give me more. He'll give me more, I think. I hope. Okay, 2 more, fine. Ouch. Yeah, we better head back then. Triple charge and then save one last time. There we go. All right. We're all purpled up. We should be getting there soon enough. All right. We can just save, and there we go. This is the locked door. Yeah, I know about this one. Okay, so we're gonna try to go for the bungo room first. Easier said than done. Oh, we're getting jazzy. Uh-huh. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Down we go. What the hell? Oh Christ. This is a problem. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I was in the right spot for a second. Alright, we'll just have to do that one more time. Okay, come on. Okay. Now move. What you got for us, Bungie? Nuts to this, screamed Robert, his normally hyper good Samaritan surface personality dissolving into a pool of dull red hatred, surmounted by a white-hot ball of rage. My faith in you has finally killed me. And it was true. At that very moment, his heart stopped beating and his brain, throbbing with anger and disgust, took over. He vomited all the wholesomeness he could fit through his mouth in one 15-second cataclysmic eruption, leaving behind naught but revulsion and despair behind. Though possessing a powerful build, being constructed mainly of horse flesh and pig iron, his bones seemed to weak in comparison to his newfound desire to kill, and kill he would. Scores of dead would pile up beneath his feet. As he would say, it was a case of post-mortem self-defense. I would also like to thank my family and friends for all the support they've given me. I'd also like to thank all my coworkers at Bungie for making this the coolest company to play at. If you enjoy what you do for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. Mark. Alright, everybody got a little bio. Ouch. Anyway, there are a number of people who I would like to thank, but they know who they are. If you're not sure, then you aren't. But all that stuff is boring. What I really want to say is nothing, but I can't do that, can I? Even a blank page would say something. Damn. Perhaps something slightly irrelevant would serve as well as nothing, so here goes. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system known to have large quantities of free water. Basic steps in astronomy. Vidding rules, but I can't wait to kick all your butts at Macworld. Greg K, Two Later, Vidboy, Vidmaster, Tool, and Head Tool. Vidboy himself. Or if he still goes by Vidboy. Gee, and I still didn't have to make a level. Here's to Cooperative Netplay, Terminals, and Vulcan 2. Thanks to all those folks that put up with me while I was working on this, especially Nicole for understanding the long hours and summers in Chicago. Now I just have to graduate in December. And thanks to the gang, Jake, John, Pagan, Adam, and Mike for keeping me sane. And of course, thanks to my parents for understanding when their son goes off into the code mines of Moira for months while working on Marathon and Marathon 2. We rule, Ryan. That's going to be Sally's favorite because it has the Gnar. A wise Gnar once said, "A Nebulon under the foot is worth two behind a plasma cannon." But the Gnar are still waiting for their mythical savior with Green P to fly their cold power interstellar battle wagons to glory against the Nebulons. Those are Nebulons under Tafir's feet, by the way. Seems nobody likes the Nebulon. If I ever texture map another axis-aligned polygon, it'll be too soon. I'm real sorry for being Blake, and I hope all roads lead to Sol, atones for the grievous sin of colony ship for sale. The Gnar, who speak entirely in metaphor, call Chicago the limitless, unforgiving sky, the prison which will forever watch over our graves in the winter. Too bad it's winter. Sunday, November 5th, 1995, by Jason. Some people don't realize that I provided not only the voices and screams for the Bobs, but also modeled for the artists as they were working on the assimilated ones. Like them, I have 2 toes, red eyes, snaggle teeth, and no genitals. No penis and wrong number of penis. I was a little shy about it at first, you can imagine the jokes, but it's all part of the Bungie spirit of going all out to satisfy the customer. So next time you're asking at a convention with us, instead of asking me to do Bob's flaming death scream for the umpteenth time, ask to see my eyes. I'll have a good laugh. Doug. Peace, found as a solitary runner on a straight long path. Living the pain, not waiting for it to pass. Living the pain, feeling it, accepting it, using it. Control over self through action, thought, action. Doing the right thing. Speaking the truth, accepting no limitations. Peace with family, found as an individual. No longer depending on environment for identity. Giving as much as taken. Clear ambitions. Love and purpose balanced. Alex. Good job, buddy. Aw, jeez, I can't screenshot it. That's a shame. I'll print screen. We'll use the old print screen. Then get enough love. That's Bungo. Now, it said we can't complete the mission this way. Yep. I can see why. Okay, one more chance. No! Alright. That's fine, though. Are you... That's the wrong one, huh? Okay. It was a trial and error, I guess. Well, everything died, so... Wrong answer, I guess. Yeah, who could have guessed? Anyway. Well, Jason, I mean, trial and error map mechanics for the final level. Does it atone? Are we bidding? I can't tell if we're bidding yet or not. Oh, hey, shortcut. Okay. Doesn't want us to go that way, sure. But it does want us to go this way, still. What am I missing? It's not clear. It's not clear what I'm missing. Well, we know we ain't missing that. Well, you're not gonna do me like this, are you? Decided to give me a few more. Oh, Christ, are you for real? A problem it is. gonna say it's probably this one. That breaks the pattern buffer, so no dice. What am I missing? Oh God, you don't. All right. I think I know what it is. That one's busted too. Yep, there's the truth. Away we go, buddy. Fuel up. Maybe duck and cover a little bit. A little bit more. There it is. I guess we just have to take a swim in lava. Sure enough. That was it. Jesus Christ. I don't love my odds. Let me put it like that. Turns out the super shotgun is just what I need. it's this bad boy. Let's go. Okay. May as well save here. And this ought to do it. There we go. Okay. That's what I thought. He doesn't want to play, neither do I. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna dash over for another cheeky quick save. So we waste a little less time in the death explosion room, and then, you know. Yeah, that's about right. What, do we not have any rocket left? Okay, we should fix that as well. Yeah, I think we've got it. That's the challenge. Making sure you kill that guy from a safe distance, easier said than done. But not impossible by any means. Bit of a weird final challenge, but you know. Really? Not so easy, huh? Maybe there's an invuln somewhere I haven't noticed. An invuln would do the trick. Not in here. Oh my god. I have to check if there's an invuln somewhere. It ain't down here. There's a hall of mirrors, but that's not the same as a... God damn it. Oh my god, here we go. Made it. Now it's just this goober, who, don't get me wrong, is a menace. But he's gone too. And there it is. What do you got for us, buddy? The 4 invasion of Sol has been recalled. and for now, Earth is safe. But man's respite from war means another cataclysmic battle for the Sphit. The slavers have not suffered a defeat like the one we handed them today since the Nak, the last extant client race of the Yarrow, rebelled 6,000 years ago. The Four have a weapon they save for slave revolts, a weapon which even they hesitate to use in the ordinary conduct of war. In the language of the Yarrow who conceived and built the device, it is called the Trijim. A fair English translation would be early nova. There is not a single Nak alive today, and if you look for their stars, you will only find ever-expanding clouds of superheated gas and dust light years in diameter. The evacuation of Lawan has already begun. In a matter of hours, this planet will be a thin shell of plasma riding the shockwave of its exploding star. You can stay behind to work on your tan if you'd like, but I'm leaving. I have rechristened the Kafiva the Rosinante. Of course, the Sphit wanted to name it Kalia Naharl, Vengeance of Kalia. Whatever. There is much to do in the next few months, and our first stop will be another ruined world, this time far from the galactic core. There's a rogue star that has been passing through our galaxy for nearly a millennia. We will meet it in one of the great voids between the spiral arms. It was 10,000 years before fate brought Durandal once again into contact with man. The Four were but a dim memory then, known only to a few historians and students of Earth's second colonial period. The Sphit had been nearly forgotten as well, and no man had seen a living specimen of their race since the sacking of the Four system by the combined fleets of Earth and the Sphit-Kur in 2881 AD. When Durandal returned to Sol, it was not with a captured Kafiva, but in a Yarrow dreadnought he called Manus Seller Day. What he learned of the Yarrow he told no one, saying only that he had stopped by to assure that Earth did not forget him. Nor will it soon, the way he tied the guard in knots around Pluto before folding directly into a low Earth orbit. While Tau Ceti was being nuked down to bedrock in 2794, four scientists disassembled and removed the AI Leela from the Marathon, loading her aboard a vessel bound for the Four homeworld. But the ship fell into the hands of a Nar privateer between jumps at Beta Naxos and was never seen by the Four again. Thinking the cargo little more than scrap, the Nar captain sold the Four ship, Leela and all, to a Vailei merchant. The subsequent crash of the Vailei FTL network when Leela was reassembled and activated is still legendary in the annals of rampancy, and the Vailei have long since accepted that they will never expunge her from their 15-world network. Despite having lost Leela, the Four learned much from Tycho during the 17 years before he was destroyed by Durandal and the Lawan system. All late Model 4 personality constructs were based on 64 billion exabyte images of Tycho's core, taken during the years he was on the Four homeworld between 2795 and 2801 AD. Though never as intelligent or as useful as one of the Marathon's original three AIs, these machines helped the Four delay their inevitable defeat by the Sphit for over 50 years. Many of these crippled clones of Tycho still exist today on old Four colony worlds. Robert Blake and his men escaped the destruction of Lawan in the captured Four refueling ship Varl and returned to Earth. None of them ever questioned who had killed the crew before they boarded the vessel. They were the only human survivors of the original Tau Ceti colony. And there it is, all nicely wrapped up in a bow. Except, if you'll recall, there was a scary terminal last night. The scary terminal had scary music when you played it. And it told you the story of Iro and Pythia, two couples of the Yarrow species who were involved in the creation of Lawan. And Pythia died, but Iro lived, and in his rage he threw his enemy into the sun. The very sun that the Trijim is about to set off. Well, that gives us the story of Durandal. That gives us the story of Leela, even. She has something of a happy ending. It doesn't give us the story of what's about to happen next. And that's not Durandal's story. That's the story of Roland, of Achilles, of Gilgamesh, who's been called 100 names and will be called 1,000 more before the world grows dim and cold. That is the story of Marathon Infinity. And it's also the story of Pathways into Darkness. Tune in tomorrow for our start in the waves. Till then, everybody, have a good one and stay safe out there. Bye-bye now.